Good morning. Hi, this is Dr. Marco Della Cruz. Actually here at home, my friend David, and we were talking about how I make my smoothie. And I said to him, well, you know, I've been wanting to not only show you, but make it into a little video so my patients can watch it, especially before they come to see me. So we're going to break it up into simple parts. The first part is just to show you what the products are. All these products, I generally get them at Costco because it's just easier. My main one is these Power Greens, which is a combination of baby, collards, chard, and spinach. Then my broccoli florets is also from Costco. They're frozen. The greens are not frozen. However, once I get them, I put them in the freezer. Otherwise, they would go bad on me before I finish them. Okay. Now, in the next section, we'll show you how we put it all together. So those are my main vegetables. Sometimes I change the broccoli for cauliflower to switch it. And sometimes I would never, ever eat a Brussels sprouts, but I do in my smoothie. They're in these little packages. Also organic and also at Costco. See me in the office where I have you take a picture of the empty bags just to make it easier for you. Okay. So these are the main products, and then the fruit is either, again, Costco, organic berry mix, frozen, or organic blueberries, frozen. And just last week, I saw that Costco now has organic raspberries, frozen. So you can see how you can alternate those. One day blueberries, one day mix, one day raspberries, etc. But as I learn more and more, when I put it together, I use less of the fruit than I used to. That's very different from those patients of mine that think that a healthy smoothie is bananas and pineapple and strawberries. That's a delicious sugar drink, but that is not a healthy anti-inflammatory. We're talking really about reducing inflammation, okay? So I showed you the foods. There's a couple other supplements that I like to use myself. I usually will use ultra meal, some protein source, and you can use your own. I've used different ones. I've used ultra meal, which is just a good meal replacement from Metagenics. I've sometimes used the whey protein, but when you beat it, it just gets too fluffy, too airy. And for a long time, or people with some chronic issues, I don't have it here, I use the Ultra Clear pH Plus, or excuse me, Ultra Clear Plus pH, because it has liver support, liver detoxification. Almost all of us could use some help with liver detoxification. So this is the essence. Oh, forgot the one that really most people notice right away. The cinnamon. This cinnamon is called Saigon, also from Costco. Now from Jonathan Wright, I learned that there's two good cinnamons. But the one from Saigon, or from the Southeast Asia, is the one that's better at helping regulate your sugars. So try to choose that. The one that's not from Southeast Asia still tastes the same, but does not seem to have the same quality effect on blood sugar. So that's important to us, right? Less sugar, less inflammation. Okay, so in the first part, we went to show you all the different foods, most of them from Costco, all of them organic, and get them all frozen except the greens, which I get them fresh. And if you want to, you can take some off to use for salads, but put the rest in the freezer so it won't go bad on you. So I'll show you really how I do it, okay? So in the Vitamix.
Is it bad to buy these greens frozen? Why wouldn't you just buy those frozen as well?
Oh, because they're not available frozen. Thank you. No, they're in a cooler where they have all the fresh vegetables. Okay. The frozen ones are in the freezer section. But I just came up with the idea. And let me remind you, the reason I came up with smoothies, even before I understood lectins, is because I had already learned from other nutritionists and chiropractors and Jonathan Wright and Alan Gaby, the importance of cutting out grains and dairy. And guess what meal is the one where it's hardest to cut out grains and dairy? Breakfast, right? Because we're used to toast, bagel, or maybe cereal. Cereal is so easy, right? Cereal with milk, so easy. So I started making a smoothie because that way I didn't have to struggle with breakfast. And as I learned more and more, as I learned more about polyphenols and a lot of polyphenols in blueberries, you know, I started picking the low sugar, high density nutrition fruits, like the berries. But here's how I start anyway. So in my container of the Vitamix, I used to use a Ninja, and I'm so happy I finally bought this. It just does a better job. I just pour about 16 ounces of water, okay? And then this is how I do it, real straightforward. Remember, this is in the freezer. And I just literally grab a couple. It used to be 2, now I grab 2, 3. You can measure it as cups or just grab it yourself, like I do, okay? So there's about 3 good handfuls, or maybe 3 cups of greens, okay? And then with my broccoli, see, nothing fancy. You can do this at home yourself rather easily. With the broccoli, same thing. I want to try putting about a good cup, a little bit over. So I never have this many greens for breakfast. Therefore, I never have a meal this nutritious, if we agree that most veggies are nutritious. There's nothing whole grain in here. So today, this bag's running out, which has organic strawberries, blueberries, and raspberries. Important that they should at least be organic. And frozen means they don't go bad on you. So again, I got a little bit here, the equivalent of about a cup or less. As time goes on, I put less fruits in because I understand there's still sugar. And I've learned from Dr. Gundry that we weren't meant to be eating fruits all year. Okay? So there's my, now remember, other options are the blueberries and the raspberries. They're also at Costco. Okay, at this point, I usually put a little bit of, I like ultra meal, gives it a better flavor, like a big tablespoon. Usually I have a scooper that's somewhere else right now. And I definitely do a lot of my, look at those good shakes. Okay, a couple of big shakes of the cinnamon. That's a real good flavor to it. Hopefully help with the blood sugar issues as well. Okay. Now, sometimes when I want to add lib a little bit, when I want to change things, I've recently learned from Gundry that, okay, all right. I'll be professional about this one. Oh, pomegranate juice. Very good source of polyphenols too. Now, you'll be hearing me talk more about polyphenols, but you can hear it in Gundry's. That's what the Vital Reds are, mostly polyphenols. So I like to throw just a little bit of that in there, not much. Maybe 4 to 6 ounces. Just to add to the nutritional density. Now, when I make a batch like this is really for all day or for 2 days. Unfortunately, sometimes when the kids come by, they want it too, so it's gone by the end of the day. Okay? And? Okay. Turn it on. Sometimes if it's too thick, you can tell by the sound of it, and so you just add some more water. It'll give you more liquid for later. But and you can kind of, if it shakes easily, again, this is where you will make it the way you want it. Okay, I let it run for about really 1 to 2 minutes. Again, if it's too thick, just add more water, or put less nutrients next time. I'd rather just add more water and get the nutrients in. Again, most of us are not going to get too many chances to eat this much nutrition in 1 cup. Okay, so here's my smoothie for today. And usually I'll pour it into a container. Here, follow me over here. I like to, these used to be my bullet containers because this way I could pour it in here. Okay, and then put a cap on it and take it to work. Because now one of the things I'm practicing that we'll talk about later is intermittent fasting, which means try to go as long as you can without eating. So why I normally will tell people, go ahead and make this your breakfast. Now, myself, for breakfast I have coffee with coconut oil and MCT oils, but I really don't start eating this stuff till around lunchtime. Well, you could have it for breakfast, and right away it's a much better breakfast than you'll ever have. And take something like this, take it to work. Make it part of your snack when you feel like something, but you're eating better than ever. So I hope you get something out of this. At least if you review this, you can come, when you come see me next time, you have more specific questions. But again, most of the stuff is easily found at Costco. Get all the food frozen, except this one, which I encourage you to throw in the freezer so it'll last you longer. And now I have actually my smoothie for today and tomorrow, unless the kids come and they'll start drinking it too. So until our next video, this is Dr. Cruz from Whole Health MD. See you soon.